Hello and welcome to Yoda Soda Creations, the podcast. Group of friends who are which find the visit second movies to go to recent. This isn't my week.
Yeah, this week kind of blows. Just this year in general has just been kind of sucky. So yeah, Sunday show. Yeah, I was really tired last night. Like, went to bed earlier than usual last night, got a good 12 hours of sleep. And even then I napped a bit today. Like, I don't know if it's just like the depression kicking the low energy into underdrive, I guess. Or I don't know. I don't, or maybe I'm starting to get sick or something. I don't know. I don't really feel sick aside from like a bit of sinus stuff and being tired, but being tired is fairly normal. And sinus stuff, well, I had to replace the air filter in my room, so there's that. But I don't know. Uh, so yeah, normal work week stuff. Aside from not going to work on Friday. Woke up early Friday, went to convention, had fun, got got home at around midnight. Saturday, woke up early, went to convention, got home about 8:30. Had fun, went to some panels. Some panels I couldn't get into because the room was full. Honestly, didn't buy that much this year. Like, I bought like two things, and one of them was a gift. So, and yeah, today I was asleep for a decent chunk of the day, so I haven't really done much. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't know if the tired thing is because I've been having to wake up so early because I didn't have a hotel room, or again just this week. Yeah, it's like yeah. Convention was all right. I have read a few complaints about how some things were handled. Uh, it was nice and all. Uh, I don't know. I think I'm just kind of done with this year because, uh, yeah. So yeah, that was my week or whatever. Yeah. Um, your turn.
Well, as certain loopholes come up, well, as certain loopholes come up, I can guarantee I can guarantee some inevitabilities will make the coming year somehow even worse.
Yeah. But yeah, here's hoping next year we'll have like less personal bad stuff happening.
Anyways, yeah, my less fucking grandma also finally went to sleep for the last time. Went about just the same way as her husband did. 14 years at this point. Cremation, the two are most likely sharing a special shelf of sorts together. Any kind of service, be it memorial, funeral, or such, is currently on hold until the new year. But hopefully it'll come at some point, because I personally think I have some thoughts on the matter. Also, hopefully they'll be back to a 3 occupants in the house sometime before Thanksgiving, so at least
Hmm.
so this will be one of those elsewhere years. At least until January.
Yeah.
And as you could probably tell by the beginning, and again, the results from this week. Hey.
Yeah.
I almost. It's gonna be one of the few times I'll cross the line, so to speak, but I swear this country wants to become a whore or something. That isn't until something comes up, but somehow I'm in doubt. In light of that, I teased a bit of it. In light of the possibility, which now isn't much of a possibility, which, well, came to pass. Earlier this year, I teased some plans. My parents to notice. Gonna have to make a quite a discussion about that once we're all together again. Not quite sure exactly, plus we'll not quite sure exactly this is the best, and I'm going to. Not quite sure exactly this is the best, but I am gonna do as much as I can possibly. Do as much as I can, heart, soul, whatever, to making sure that it actually happens, so that I don't have to deal with the worst comes, so to speak. Streamers, streamers been ready for what can you do with small puzzles like that? But what's even worse, as you probably noticed, how new inbox and yet one piece is missing.
Ooh.
Not sure if I'll ever get around to finding some sort of replacement, which will hopefully be more complete, but yeah, that's going to be one of my to-dos going out. Slight confusion. It's dinner. A few other things as well. On the bright side, though, I finally saw that film reviews back that seemed to have somehow piqued my interest recently. Added to the Netflix library, and it was okay. If you're interested in terms of connection materials, how characters are handled, amongst other things, but still glad I saw it. I guess the question remains as to where exactly the character's going to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see where the Birdwell flies. I managed to get the sheet done despite a few quite a bit of hiccups. If it, got the notes so that thankfully gave us some leeway in terms of the sheet itself. Still had a few hiccups, but somehow still managed. Cut the action early this afternoon. See, at least in that department, the year ended up okay-ish. Just a few question marks going ahead, but guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
But yeah. Cool. Quite a lot of things to think about going ahead, but let's hope that some of that stuff will eventually get come to fruition at some point. Just come to fruition over time.
So yeah. So I suppose getting the video stuff, there is actually a bit of a surprise for this week.
Yeah, things really got interesting, apparently.
Yeah. My Little Pony Tell Your Tale Season 2, Episode 24, Animatic. That's right. Even after it gets cancelled, there's still more Pony. At least one more episode. Who knows, maybe there's more out there. We don't know. But, yeah. So, yeah, there's this kind of like fashion contest show thing going on where Pip and two others have to do a total makeover of their chosen ponies, of which being Hitch, Sunny, and Izzy. So like, okay, fix up their manes, get a nice outfit, and see who the people vote for. And I swear they used the music from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I could even tell before that it was a game show type of thing.
Like, I haven't watched that show in decades, but I still remember the music. Uh,
Should have been at the Everfree Northwest show. Hopefully they'll go up at some point.
yeah. But contest goes on, and Pip ends up winning. There was a bit of a oh right, there was a bit in the middle where like, oh, and we'll be back after these messages, and you get a bit where there's an advertisement on the phone with the number counting down to skip the ad. Uh, that was really funny. Uh, but yeah, fun episode slash animatic. Like, not properly colored or anything, but it's like you got the audio, you got the sketchy visuals. It's like, you know what? Good enough. But yeah, fun episode.
See, with this kind of animatic stuff, I would have usually have left it somewhere in between. At this point, I would have left it somewhere between, say, between continent news, in a sense, in the sense, if I remember how we tackled the original trailer.
Yeah.
That kind of discussion I think would have been a bit transition enough. Although, transition enough. This time, however, it's filtered enough. It's
Yeah. And
worth adding,
actually,
worth adding to the lineup.
okay, I was looking at the page on Equestria Daily. And the reason why they used the "Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" music is because it was placeholder audio. Because since the series got canceled, they couldn't actually get original background music. So it's like, okay, we want something kind of like this, but it is what it is. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this episode more than the actual final proper episode we got. It was just a lot more, well, grounded. You didn't have like, oh yeah, Izzy's just warping reality.
I guess that. Back to the music. And on your notes in regards to music, I'm didn't quite recognize. Actually, didn't recognize tracks until that point you mentioned. But how about you're saying it? I can't help but wonder if any royalty-free music was involved in this reconstruction.
Uh, Man, now I'm wondering like what kind of placeholder music did they use for all of the other episodes? Uh, we'll never know, probably. Anyway, back to horses. So Coco finds a magic lamp, summons a genie in training. It's like, oh, genie, huh? Well, make me a giant sandwich. So the genie does so. Like, oh, John, I should have used my wish for something better. Okay, alright, two more. I wish that I could fly. Okay, you can fly now. Never said anything about being able to control the flight. Like, so she goes kind of floating around. Like, okay, I wish I couldn't fly. She wished that she couldn't fly. And like she's stuck. Like you didn't say anything about trotting. It's like okay, so she's just can't move at all. It's like honestly, the proper wish would have been having full control of the flight ability. Like oh no, she can't move, and then she wakes up. It's like oh, it's you. But oh, you're not actually the genie. It was all a dream, or was it? Ding. Cute. Yeah, it's just like was it a dream? Was it not? Who knows? Because I was like, okay, genies, that's huh. Usually the series is a bit more grounded than that, but okay.
And I can't help but smile looking through the comments with the whole Aladdin calls out and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an alright episode.
think I need to do a better job at these findings. If I have to findings, if I have to find a separate again, because didn't notice I found a lesser than usual copy starts. Oh, so I'm gonna need to keep a closer eye on ones I go for.
Yeah, it's not a bad episode.
Still worth, and although so far it hasn't quite gotten to that point yet, it's still worth keeping a close eye. Could factor into something later.
Yeah. And finally, Owl House. And surprisingly enough, we actually get the full intro for the first time in a while. Like, okay, sure. But that doesn't mean that they aren't still ramping up for the season finale. So, King has a weird dream, but enough of that. They're back in. Him and Luz are back in the Boylan Isles. Like, okay. Oh, hey, there's wanted posters for everyone. Okay, that's not great. So, yeah, head back to the Owl House. On the way there, they see a cart hauling away stuff from the house. Like, okay, that's not good. So they get to the house. It's empty, but they find a clue to the whereabouts of Ida and Lilith. So they head over there. It's like, oh, okay, and they explain what happened. Like that, yeah, that place they went to not so great, and also King is a Titan. And Lilith is like, well, let's just say Lilith discovered a new religion that day. Yeah, she gets a bit, how may I serve you, my lord? Whereas King just wants to be treated normal. Like, he at this point, his entire life has just been upended, and he's kind of having like maybe a slight existential crisis. Like he spent his whole life being like, I want power and for people to fear me, and now it's like, oh yeah, he's a Titan, but like, yeah, that's a whole thing, and he's like, I want people to just treat me normal, you know. uh, so
Hmm.
so yeah, Liz wants in
When did
on
I
literal.
la-
Oh, go
when
ahead.
did I when did I last when did I last come across a character like that?
Okay.
Technically two now that I'm thinking about it, but
Yeah.
certain
Uh,
certain,
yeah.
certain ponytail turned princess spells a certain glitch turn playable character and politician of sorts.
Yep. But yeah, Luz wants in on whatever plan that Ida and Lilith has cooked up. But like, oh, no, 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 it's a secret. We'll tell you what, and it's time. So, is there anything you want to do before or shit goes down? Okay, let's do a heist because they want to get their stuff back. So yeah, they go in there, the, go into the warehouse, and Ida overhears the guard in there having a conversation with uh, with Rain. And like, so the guard leaves. She sneaks in, turns the communication orb back on, and basically like, okay, I know about what's going on. I want you to get it Luz out of here. Keep her safe. Okay? But Luz overhears this, and she is reasonably upset. Like, she wants to help too. Like, and yeah, we finally get a fight between Ida and Luz, and they're doing pretty well, but they end up getting captured. And Ida reveals that actually, no, they don't have a plan. That like, Lilith and Ida don't have any magic, they don't have any allies. The only one that could actually feasibly do something is Luz, so they want to keep her safe. So they get hauled into carts to be taken away. Meanwhile, King, after, having to put up with not loses, Lilith's Titan worship, goes to hang out with former Coven scout Steve, and they go on a road trip and just do some introspect, intros, deep diving into what they want for themselves. And yeah, Lilith is trying to catch up with King, and that's a whole thing. But Lilith eventually realizes that, like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm doing this whole worship thing a bit much, but it's fine. Steve knows a therapist for that.
Plus with the
Uh,
uniform, plus with certain uniforms, is he trustworthy?
yeah. Uh, so yeah, Luz ends up wherever it is that they were taking her, but she's not going down without a fight. And actually, yeah, it turns out the people driving were working for the rebellion, or okay, the adult faction of the rebellion. To differentiate them from the student group of the rebellion, which isn't actually related to the rebellion, but it's a whole thing. But yeah, Rain, the purple slime dude with his companion, the uh, the group that Eden Rain was working with in that one episode. Yeah, it's like they know about what's going on. They've been trying to work out a plan, and like, yeah, it finally revealed that yeah, Rain wasn't actually brainwashed. It was all a ruse. He was busy working on the inside, trying to take them down. And they, unlike Eda and Lilith, they actually have a plan. Oh, and Steve is there too. So yeah, they're ready to take the fight to Belos and stop the Day of Unity.
And on the
Yeah,
humor, and on the humor side, they have a fun little name for themselves.
yep, the cats. Well, it's an acronym, but Luz pulls up her hoodie. It's all come full circle. uh, of course, the sign guy, I can't remember his name right now, but it's like, we did not agree to this. I did not agree to this.
I did not sign up for this. I did not sign up for this.
This is entirely too silly for him. But yeah, just 2 more episodes left in the season.
And among those material items were something pretty relatable, stuffed animal, and also
Ah, yes, the Palisman wood. That's right. Luz is ready to carve her Palisman.
the she will need some lessons about that.
Yeah. But yeah, great episode. Really building up to a hopefully wonderful season finale. I mean, who am I kidding? Hopefully, like this entire series has been absolutely solid so far. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the videos for this week. Very fun. Definitely unexpected in the case of ponies. And yeah.
And we had an answer to that pre-credits singer from a couple episodes back.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Draft aside, fun little epilogue. Uh, Main zone in the critics put somewhere, like I said. And it's one of those instances where I was surprised at where things were going.
Yeah.
Sometimes my cliche mind would have been like, is she gonna break?
Mm-hmm.
Is she gonna go crazy?
Yeah.
But yeah, things are definitely getting more and more exciting. For some reason, I can't help but think at some point this is going to come up. I have an army. We have a Titan.
Yep.
Jesus, how do I need to fully digest at some point? They're thick and thin.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like Steve. He's just very laid back. Just chill. Also, he has a motorcycle. It's like, where did he even get that? I mean, given the general tech. Okay, let's face it, the tech level in the Boiling Isles is kind of all over the place.
plus magic, there's bound to be some form of coexistence.
True. Or who knows, maybe one day he bought it off of Ida.
Although I can't open up, I think a certain head flame would have made things complete in a certain way.
Yeah.
But yeah, get interesting and the excitement builds.
Yep. getting into some news. Palworld developer Pocket Pair has revealed more details on Nintendo and the Pokemon Company's lawsuit against it. Let me just pull that up. But yeah, it came down to like basic game mechanics and stuff. Oh, or the article link doesn't actually really say all that much. Oh well. Warner Brothers Discovery says its games business is substantially underperforming its potential at the moment, citing multiverses as one reason for a $100 million drop year on year in quarter three.
You can Google it later. There's meant to be more than one report.
Yeah. The Grand Theft Auto 6 release date remains on track for fall 2025, according to publisher Take-Two. The official PS5 Pro specifications have been revealed ahead of the console's launch. Okay, let me just take a look at that. Okay. 16 gigs DDR6 memory with 2 gigs DDR-S, 2 terabytes of storage. Ooh, okay. 2 Type A ports, 2 Type C ports, a M.2 SSD expansion connector, disk drive. Oh, disk drive port. I forgot you had to buy the disk drive separately. Okay, HDMI out, obviously. Operating temperature between 5 to 35 Celsius. Okay, decent. Uh, let's see now. Ryzen Zen 2 core, 8 cores, 16 threads. Okay, looks alright. Still not gonna pick one up, because, again, what exclusives?
Console exclusive titles, if it had any.
Yeah, I remember seeing this article, it's like, oh yeah, PS5 scalper are struggling as there's plenty of PS5s on store shelves. Uh, Final Fantasy producer Naoki Yoshida has said that Square Enix plans to release games simultaneously on Xbox going forward. Wrong to pick. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? 5 Anime 8's English dub debuts on November 13th. Hideka Kuroi is impervious to my charms. Anime's 5th character video reveals a new cast member. High Dive adds Ninja Scroll anime film. Nande in the Yanan comedy picture book comedy picture books, it's a light anime on December 1st. Light anime. Is that like okay, light anime to describe its process of producing an adaptation in less time with fewer cost than traditional animation. Okay. So basically low budget anime.
Or maybe short, because If I remember correctly, I think those are usually less costly.
Huh. Okay.
I need to check that for myself, but
A new IDW Gen 5 My Little Pony book titled My Little Pony Love and the Lost Stories of Equestria has been revealed on Penguin Random House. The book will be made up of 4 new IDW comics. Interesting. Shakira will officially reprise her role as Gazelle in Zootopia 2 with a new original song. The film releases in theaters on November 27th, 2025. The Fairly Odd Parents and new Wish creator Ashley Crystal Hairston on the show's renewal. Quote, how well a new Wish performs on Netflix this fall may determine whether or not we see a season renewal. So let's keep the momentum going, and thanks in advance for watching and spreading the word. Okay. Major animated sequels releasing in 2026: Shrek 5, Ice Age 6, Toy Story 5, and the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2. Okay, got some cast reveals for Christopher Nolan's next film, including Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, and Matt Damon. Got a first look still from the live-action Lilo and Stitch remake in theaters May 23rd, 2025. It looks alright, I guess. Ridley Scott says he wants to embrace AI and use it in animation. Quote, you could have done in a week what would take 10 guys 10 weeks. Okay, adding Ridley Scott to the scumbag list.
and if you've actually been looking at the race mass panels from Everfree that have been getting posted, yeah, they actually played an AI video at the panel.
Oof.
Jeez, that was disturbing.
Yeah, I need to check out that video. I originally planned to go to the panel at Everfree, but I was in line for autographs. Lionsgate CEO John Feltheimer says that, quote, nearly everything that could go wrong did go wrong with Borderlands. It sat on the shelf for too long during the pandemic, and reshoots plus rising interest rates took it out of the financial safety zone. Macaulay Culkin has been cast in Fallout Season 2.
Will be interesting to see where he goes. Now that he's going the same route as, I can't remember the actor's name, but I know the character Short Round.
Yep. Hugh Grant, when asked about his idea of perfect happiness and how he would like to die, quote, drinking a pint of London Pride while munching twiglets and reading about Colin Firth having a critical and box office catastrophe. My wife was kindly agreed to sneak up behind me and shoot me in the back of the head. live-action Mass Effect series is in the works at Amazon, Daniel Casey will write and executive produce the series. Oh, hey, live-action thing based off of a game. So about 50-50 odds it'll have nothing to do with the actual source material. Star Wars Episodes 10 through 12 are reportedly in the works. Simon Kinberg is writing the trilogy, although some insiders think it may be the start of a new saga instead. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I mean, on one hand, having the same writer for the entire trilogy would help with consistency issues, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
Honestly, honestly, I don't think I remember any consistency issues when it. Blah, 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 blah. Honestly, I don't think I remember any consistency issues for Lucas's prequels writing.
Oh no, I was talking about the sequel trilogy.
I know this is newish territory for the franchise since the buyout, but still needed to point that out.
Yeah. Hmm.
Going back a bit, for some reason, I almost went to the mocap outsource type of thing until I remembered the live action thing, and it was Halo. That was it.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to reference next.
Well, apparently, Bruce Willis was originally set to star as John Wick early in the first film's development. Interesting. Although now we know, Bruce Willis's condition, and honestly, I think Keanu Reeves was still the better pick here.
And I think he's already done his own James Bond style type of thing already.
Yeah.
If you can bear,
Speaking of which,
if you can bear the hawk, of course.
yeah. Speaking of James Bond, Daniel Craig, when asked who he would like to see play James Bond next, quote, "I don't care." Regina Hall says she would love to return for Scary Movie 6. Quote, "We'll see if Brenda's in this new world. I'm thrilled at the possibility that the band could get back together again. That would be fun." What If Season 3 will include the long-anticipated MCU debut for a well-known Marvel character.
Lots of debate in the comments. The image they used, for some reason, I went to the Guardians, but that's DC.
Yeah. Tom Welling says they're still trying to pitch a Smallville animated sequel series to WB. Quote, "Warner Brothers, and I'm not hating on them, they just haven't gotten back to us. It's not a priority for them. It's like not returning phone calls thing." Hmm. the live-action Legend of Zelda film will be released before 2030. Both seasons of Arcane cost $250 million overall to make. This makes it the most expensive animated series of all time. Matthew Lillard says he thinks the new Scream films went in an exciting direction, but thinks they were too violent. Quote, I don't think Ghostface ever needs a shotgun. I think that the movies are... Everything is trying to repeat what we did in the first movie in a lot of ways.
And then I'm reminded of a Sleepy Hollow interpretation where the Headless Horseman was carrying a machine gun.
Uh, Reeves says future The Batman spin-offs will be character-driven like the Penguin. Quote, Oz's story is Oz's story, and the idea is to do these other stories in the same way. Outer Banks has been renewed for a fifth and final season at Netflix. Craig says he wants Netflix to give Knives Out 3 a full theatrical release. Quote, the people I speak to, all they want to do is take their families and go see it in cinemas. Hopefully we can give them that experience. Oh dear. Prime Video is adding AI-generated TV recaps to their original shows. The feature will recap episodes of a show if a viewer has forgot where they left off, with the recaps generated down to the exact minute of where the viewer stopped watching.
I think this will be one of those on the fence type of things.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad idea, really, just...
Yeah,
In general, the whole AI thing, the whole AI controversy is still still pretty hot.
yeah. A film set in David Cronenberg's The Fly universe is in the works. Nikyatu Jusu is developing the film. Ah yes, David Cronenberg's The Fly universe. That's a first. Jennifer Lopez and Anthony Ramos' Bob the Builder movie is moving forward at Amazon MGM Studios. The film follows Bob, named Roberto in the film, who travels to Puerto Rico for a major construction job and digs deeper into what it means to build. Chad Stahelski reveals a documentary about the making of the John Wick movies is in the works. Takashi Yamazaki reveals he got lots of offers to direct other films after the success of Godzilla -1. Quote, I can't tell you what those offers were, I turned them all down. Crying tears of blood because I'm making a new Godzilla movie. Robert Zemeckis says he wants to direct a movie adaptation of Back to the Future, the musical, but Universal isn't really interested. Anthony Mackie on getting to star in his own Captain America film. Quote, the best part is I now get free fishing charters. You know, in Louisiana, fishing charters are a big deal. It can run you about $800. Now I go down to the booth and they're like, "Hey man, I want to take Captain America fishing." So I get free fishing charters. Robert Zemeckis says Disney wouldn't make Who Framed Roger Rabbit today. They can't make a movie with Jessica in it. I mean, look at what they did to Jessica at Disneyland. They trussed her up in a trench coat. So this one's a bit more obscure, but so for the longest time, there's been this thing called the most mysterious song on the internet that people have been trying to search for the past like 17 years. Well, this past week, they actually finally found who the original band was and what the title is. So the backstory is basically someone recorded off a German radio back in the 1980s, but and later on they were digging through the tapes and found it and heard the song, but they didn't know what the song was because it was like the only song on the tape that wasn't labeled with the title. So they went to the internet to go search for it, and for the longest time didn't show up. But yeah, it turns out it was by a German band called Fex, called Subways of Your Mind. And turns out they're actually getting the band back together to re-record the song. For as bad as this year's been, it's been a wonderful year for lost media music because they found all sorts of lost songs this year.
For some reason, I forgot the band name, but that. For some reason, I forgot the band name, but that's. There's. But I did see an ad. But I did see an ad regarding another big band comeback.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Andor Season 2 will be coming out on April 22nd, 2025. Meanwhile, in sea territory, this is more in merchandising stuff, but apparently Toys for Wicked accidentally printed an adult site on the packaging instead of the movie website.
Uh,
Yeah, like, oh boy, someone's getting fired.
Zoops.
Yeah. Ooh.
getting back to Minus One for a bit, the director indicates that he has met with Kevin Feige.
Yep.
So a possible Marvel project coming from that director.
Yeah. Race's Japan tour anime intros by AC Boo has been discovered on Vimeo. I actually remember watching Wacky Races back in the day. Yeah, definitely different. Apparently it's actually still in development. And apparently it's said to be a series of 5-minute shorts reimagining the Wacky Races characters as underdogs in Japanese society who use their working class vehicles like taxis and garbage trucks to race across Japan's 47 prefectures for fame and glory. Okay, that's definitely an interesting take. Yeah, I'd kind of be into that.
Okay, what is an official promo for Physical Flight Girl Episode 3 for Dosfin's Toonami? Full episode coming Saturday. So, Classics Reimagined series is back, and they've gone for a Greek story, The Odyssey. Weirdly appropriate.
Yep.
New plushies for the Netherlands. Most likely a European thing. Blame White's Martintel. Byron was on the final fight by controversial control ruling. Three of them are Mustang to 10s. 3 Mustang Cup championships in a row. Stand by the way. Your chance transit light rail contract.
Oh, apparently Metal Gear Solid Delta exists because Konami was starting to get worried that the younger generation of gamers aren't familiar with the Metal Gear series anymore. I mean, it helps that they actually started porting the games over to PC, so that's a start.
Can't see where they're coming from though. I also wasn't familiar until 20s at best.
That's fair.
Usage Council opens for PlayStation amidst pre-election. Demands for relink to Springfield Central.
Apparently, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero saw outstanding sales, and apparently Bandai Namco says roughly 90% of that was from European and North American fans.
It's gonna be new. It's gonna be new resident for MTA New York City Transit. Golden Pass Express locomotives ordered. Great Lake Central is gonna get a new look. Seam operations potentially under trouble. At Ferner Gauge Railway in Germany. Reading Northern RDC. Running for the first time.
apparently the PlayStation 5 Pro will not be launched in India due to Wi-Fi se- due to Wi-Fi 7 restrictions. Yeah.
Further scheduled for the White Pass DuCon in September.
So it's been confirmed that the whatever Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever it's called is gonna be will in fact have backwards compatibility with the original Switch software, with Nintendo Switch Online also carrying over.
Second South African hopper arrives at Sheepscot, WWF. Sleeping car from the Pacific 3712, 372, sold and shipped to the Pacific Crow Museum in Tompanish.
Konami has finally revealed that the voice of Ava in Metal Gear Solid 3 was actually Jodie Benson, the voice of Ariel. That was interesting news. Yeah, in the game, she went by the alias Suzetta Nanette.
Paulina Gales. Stortvia Historical Association F Unit made debut. Limited edition hand-painted glass bubbles available from Severn Valley. Calendar and Christmas cards on sale from Linton Barnstable. Ghost Railway celebrated 44 years. And your tells us we go to the family of Jonathan Hayes, Little Shop Horrors, Terror, Conquered World, John Gottschalk, Boy Scouts, Quincy Jones, Thriller, Birth World, 28-time Grammy winner, Bernard Marcus, Home Depot, Out Russia, WWF, Chauncey Glover, CBS, ABC stations in the Southwest, Elwood Edwards, American Online, Bruce Egan, the relation to Brian Haley Hayden and family, Magic School Bus, Attorney Todd, Candyman, found the station The Crow, representing West Victims and Chris's the East Coast as well as Sprawn and Grand Dingo Dinkelman. Said to be South African Steve Irwin. whether these our postings would much sharpness and everything.
Hmm.
Anyway, Word Adventures. Okay, I'll look forward to as I said before, trying to work out the next few months, and possibly the next, and possibly how next year's gonna go for both of us. And until our next get together, stay safe, stay well, get back to get boosted, pray, and hopefully we will see